Hi class, my name is Kevin, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the article that I'm researching, which is Media Innovation and Technology in the Classroom. Uh, when we think of technology in the classroom, we think of something that is pretty standard. But as far as the article is concerned, students that are upcoming through the educational system don't quite have the necessary experience in order to move on to the next level. So a lot of computer literacy, technology literacy is at an all-time low when moving into higher education. The main thesis of the article tends to look at how we can change that and why technology is falling behind as far as our students are concerned. With with that being said, there are a few things that the article explores, possible problems that technology faces in the classroom. One is it being too expensive. Just for the experiment purpose alone in the article, it costs over $8,000 to implement and track this research data. And for a lot of school districts, that tends to be a lot of money. You can go into different districts and find different financial situations. A good example is the comparison with Eagle school districts and Nampa school districts. Eagle school districts tend to be very well funded through private donors. Nampa school districts tend to be fairly lowly funded through city bonds, taxation, and things of that nature. Both are public educational classrooms, but both don't receive the same type of funding. With that type of funding, we also see a difference in student teaching. So what I mean by that is we see a difference in technology professors and teachers in Eagle than we do in Nampa. A lot of Nampa technology advisors, digital filmmaking, animation teachers tend to teach as elective credits. Their main focus when they were in school was not necessarily the implementation of technology, but it's more of a stepping stone for them to get into the door for teaching in their fields. When you go to the Eagle school districts, you see people in digital filmmaking, you see things in animation and web design based off of their degree. So you see a teacher that has been in filmmaking for a lot of years. You see teachers who have done web design for many years. And that's one of the main problems that face school districts today. Now, with the article, it doesn't list any specific solutions as far as changing how teachers are taught this material. It's more of finding teachers that are willing to teach this material and have a better literacy in it. As far as implementing technology goes, the article outlines an experiment that they did in a school district where they used vlogging and blogging and web-based apps for the vast majority of their learning. So science teachers would basically use apps and web pages to design fossils, things like that, 3D map images of different fossils to see how they fit into the bigger picture. Another one was they used web design in order to articulate all of their assignments, vlogging and blogging, such as we do in this class. And as you can see, it tends to be a necessary skill as far as younger students are concerned, especially ones that plan on taking online classes in the future in college and higher education. Vast majority of our students are starting to move to online education through high school. It would be better for them if they had an understanding of the technology they're using as they move through middle school and junior high. So the other thing that the article recommends is that we look at learning differently with technology. Technology in the past in the classroom has always been a moot point. It's always been something that is kind of a stay away topic. Teachers tend to put a lot of blocks on different searches, things of that nature, because they feel students can't be trusted and things of that nature. The article explores looking at those restrictions as changing the overall goal of technology. The more you restrict students, the more you restrict the technology they use, the less the lesson comes around to them. And if you put all these restrictions on this, then you also inhibit the creativity of what online learning can be. Not only can an online learning class be a presentation, it can be different videos, animations, things of that nature. But when you block those specific avenues, you become almost down a narrow path of learning again. Kind of what it basically turns online learning into Blackboard, read the text, write it on the whiteboard, write it in your notebook, turn your notebook in. So the exploring why people kind of have an issue with technology in the classroom is going to be a big help in providing part of the solution to it. So going through all of the material that we've learned through the actual article itself, we can see that we're no closer to an actual solution than we were before this. We kind of outlined a experiment that showed the potential learning process for media innovation and how technology can really further the advancement of our students. But the article doesn't do a great job of detailing certain situations that are going to arise in multiple different classrooms. But going through, you can see how media innovation can change the face of learning and how students learn. Before, all we were listen, write down, and then regurgitate onto a test. With media innovation and technology innovation, we can learn, remember, be creative, then reproduce in a sustainable environment what you have learned. So we can go from a one-track minded learning process to encompassing a bunch of other students and getting really creative ways as far as students can express themselves and ultimately kind of change the face of learning. With that, that's been the article. If you have any questions or concerns or want to look at the article for yourself, it'll be below this video. You can always go through and make comments on it, and you can see the research behind it. Thanks, class. Have a good day. Bye.